Okay, this is my third attempt at making this video, by the way. I've lost the audio to one version of it, and the second version, NVIDIA Shadowplay basically nuked my audio. So unfortunately, I've had audio issues all day today, but this is going to be a decently serious video, so I'm not going to let it bother me. I'm not going to do any of that. I will, however, mention that basically yesterday I mentioned it in the community post, which I'm going to use the community tab a lot more. I was being ambitious yesterday, and I was thinking about new things, so basically I'm going to explain that in this video. I'm going to explain some other things I want to do in the future as well. So if you guys are interested in any of that, make sure you guys do watch this video all the way through. There is also things that I want to talk about in regards to commissioning an artist. So if you guys are an artist and you want to make a character for me, it won't be a VTuber model, but like I said, I'll get into that in the video itself. But basically, I want to be able to have a character made for me, be for the channel in its entirety, and also I want to get like a PNG. But like I said, I'll get more into that later. If you guys are artists though and you guys are interested, drop your VGens or your coffee links or your whatever you use to be commissioned. Please drop those down in the comments, and I can arrange some stuff for that. I have some ideas I want to get out there, so let me know. With that being said, if you guys do like this video, make sure you guys do drop a like down below. If you want to see some more of this type of content, I upload pretty much every single day, so drop a sub. I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm hoping that this actually comes out okay. I'm using OBS again because the NVIDIA Shadowplay has just been terrible for me, so hopefully OBS does me a bit better. Is all. So I did try to make this video on Elden Ring on the randomizer. I did beat Rolana and the first phase of PCR, but like I said, I had zero audio in the video, so I deleted it. It's not there anymore. I'm sorry if that bothers any of you, but I literally had zero audio from my mic in that, and so I figured no one probably wanted to watch that. So unfortunately, yeah, I did already beat Rolana and first phase of PCR, but it's not too big a deal. Anyway, I mentioned in the community post, like I said, I will be using that going forward a lot more, so you guys can be caught up on stuff. I'm gonna post new videos in there. I'm gonna post like updates, polls, and other things, and hopefully what ends up coming out of that is gonna be pretty good. So I'm gonna be using that more. So if you guys want to be caught up on things, make sure you guys do check my community tab. So some other stuff that I mentioned yesterday was ambition. I want to be a bit more ambitious, so I got a DAW, or a DAW, or a digital audio workspace. Basically, the idea is I'm interested in making covers of songs, and I know literally nothing about music creation. I know nothing about vocal training. I have zero experience in vocal training. I have zero experience in mastering and mixing of songs, and that also goes for covers. I have zero experience doing them. However, I mentioned before that I want to be more confident with myself. I want to have fun doing YouTube and making videos, and I looked into the legality of making covers and stuff, because obviously, you know, people have been making covers for basically 20 years at this point of songs and stuff, but there are legal things that you have to look for in that aspect. And so I was looking into that. I was looking into how to make a DAW work, and how to like basically make a song with zero experience in doing so. And yeah, I'm not doing it with an ego, by the way. I find myself in predicaments of like, when I can do it myself, I'm much more enthralled with the idea of doing it in the first place. So it's not an ego thing. It's not that I think I'm better than every single artist out there. It's literally just down to the fact that I find myself to be more captivated with the idea of doing it if I do it myself. So there's no ego involved. I know it's not going to come out the way that I hope it does, and that it's going to be a learning process throughout the entire process, and I am just accepting of that. I do not have an ego when it comes to new things in life and stuff. So it is purely just for the experience, the challenge, and the sort of joy that I'll feel being able to say that I did it myself. So no ego. Now, with that being said, that is going to take probably a little bit of time to get out, but I do plan on doing that. I hope it comes out well, and if not, so be it. Like I said, learning experience, basically start to finish. So if you guys have advice though on making it sound better, making it basically a little easier on me, let me know. If you guys want to let me know how I can vocal train a bit better, I will also take that as advice as well. I'm not gonna lie, my experience in vocal training comes from a shower every day. I jam out in there, all right? So that's basically it. So I'll take any and all advice in that aspect. But other than that, like I mentioned, if any artists are interested in making a character for the channel, currently it's a character from a game that I enjoy a lot. One of my favorite characters in the game is my current profile picture on YouTube. But I feel like to really grow a channel, I need to sort of take it over as my own, and that involves me basically getting rid of the character that is currently on there, which is not me, basically, is kind of the point. So, but I can't afford a VTuber model. VTuber models are like $1,000 to just get the model made, and then it's another probably $500 to get someone to like make it move and do all the other stuff in live 2D. So I unfortunately can't do that, but I do want to make at least a PNG. So there's something on screen, and this is going to be a part of what I have to mention next, which is I want to start streaming again. So I don't have a preference if you guys want to see me stream on Twitch, on YouTube. It does not matter to me. You guys just got to let me know what you would prefer to see. Like I said, I have no preference. If you want to see both, I can happily stream on both platforms as well. It literally does not bother me either way. I've streamed in the past before. I haven't streamed in about 6 months, and I always wanted to get back into streaming anyway. And it's not because of like a lack of views or a lack of channel growth or literally anything. Actually, I think this is the best it's ever been. So thank you for all of that, by the way. I'm not abandoning my channel, though, is kind of the point. I don't want it to seem like I made this channel just to abandon it, you know, after 6 months of starting it. But I want to have streaming as a secondary thing that I can do so I can interact with all of you in the moment. I think that is a fun thing for me to do. I think it would be fun for everybody else as well, because you guys can interact with me and I can interact back in the moment. And for me, that means a lot as well. So I don't, like I said, I don't want it to seem like I'm just sort of giving up on the channel. I'm going to be using the community tab more. I'm going to be uploading videos every single day still, or, you know, hopefully every single day. But streaming is just going to be something that I do to simply give myself and to give all of you more options when it comes to viewing my content. Because at the end of the day, that's all I really care about, is like making sure you guys are having fun watching videos, on top of I want to make sure that the content that I'm putting out I'm happy with, which is again going back to the whole thing of making covers. I want my covers to be more of an expression of myself. And so when it comes to making those covers, by the way, they're going to be this is going to sound really stupid. It's going to be as natural as I can make it, more or less. I want my covers to have that sort of spin on it. Like a lot of people I saw were saying, like, when you make a cover, really own it, you know, make it unique, make it you. And when it comes to video making, that's basically all I do. I just say the shit that comes to my mind, and then I edit it together in a way that is more enjoyable for all of you to watch. Well, hopefully, all right? Like I said, no ego. Hopefully it's more enjoyable for all of you to watch. And so, as a result, my covers are going to be pretty, not bare bones. I'm gonna put my all into making them anyway, but the sort of thing that I'm thinking of in my mind of like how to make this sound more natural is I want to use minimal sort of effects, or I guess I want it to sound like it's not super altered and edited and this and that. And if that affects the quality of the way that the stuff sounds, I mean, so be it, right? But I think that a unique touch that gets put onto a song, where most people would probably edit and make things sound like just insane, right? Like super tuned and this and that. And there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. Absolutely not. I'm not saying that there is, but in regards to the way that I want to approach it, I want it to be as natural as I can, because I feel like with the way that I've been making videos and stuff on YouTube, and the way that I've been making content in general for the last 6 months, is I try to keep it as authentic as I can. I don't hide my you know, my stupid little anger moments. I don't hide like dying in games or anything like that. I don't make myself out to be some like godsend, you know what I mean? And I think breaking the conventional norm of like a song sounding perfect is my own spin on it that I think might go well, if that makes sense. Like I said, that's kind of just an ambitious thing that I'm doing. I'm doing it all by myself, so I want to try to make it me. I don't know how else to explain that other than basically like that. In regards, like I said, back to the whole thing of commissioning an artist and all that, I do want to do that at some point. I want to be able to get a character made. I have ideas and I have some things I would like to do. And if I'm going to be starting streaming again, I want I want the screen to have more than just a game and basically just me saying shit over the top of it. I just personally think it'd be better for everybody if there was more on screen than basically just the game. So I want to get at least one PNG so that I can use it and have it to do things on screen. I think you can like make them bounce around or something like that. When you talk, it like recognizes your voice or something like that. So I think that would be pretty cool. So let me know if any artists are interested in doing that. It would be much appreciated if you guys could leave like I said, a link so I can go see your page so that I can commission you through that. If it's on VGen or anything like that, I have commissioned through VGen before. I will leave reviews and stuff. I'll try to be as descriptive in the reviews as I can. So don't just assume that I'm gonna ignore you afterwards or something like that. Like I'll give you a fair rating and I'll actually properly shout you out and stuff. So don't assume that I'm just gonna like take the model or the character you make me and just sort of run. You know what I mean? I know some artists end up dealing with that quite often where the person just sort of like leaves afterwards. I think that's rude. So just want to put that out there. Other than that though, in regards to if I begin streaming again, which I probably will, but when that time comes, I'm not going to be streaming games I play on the channel because I want to keep my videos the way that they are. So Elden Ring Randomizer, at least this version of it, is going to be done through videos. I'm not going to stream it. I'm going to do that for all of you over on YouTube here. The same thing with Hollow Knight. I plan to finish Hollow Knight in a video. Well, not a video, but like a video format rather is the better way to put that. So I want to keep the videos the same. I'm not going to change content just because I'm doing something different or I have ideas and goals that are different than what I'm currently doing. So if you guys are here for Hollow Knight, if you're here for the randomizer, if you're here for whatever it may be, that's all going to stay. I'm not going to change that. I'm not going to make you guys miss out by doing stuff on stream or doing this or doing that. So if you guys were concerned that I would abandon certain content for streaming, absolutely not. I think that'd be very disingenuous considering I wouldn't be saying all of this stuff if it wasn't for basically all of you, even if you're not subscribed, even if you only occasionally watch my videos or this and that. You're a large part of the reason that I'm able to feel like I actually have a lot more confidence now as basically just as a person. So I'm not gonna like strip away content. I'm not gonna make you guys have like a fear of missing out or this or that. So don't be worried in that aspect. I don't plan on abandoning my channel. I don't plan on doing this. I don't plan on basically just sort of dropping everything and moving on and doing that. So like I said, if you guys want to see me stream on YouTube or Twitch, I have experience streaming on Twitch. I've never streamed on YouTube. I'd have to learn how. I'd have to set it up and all that. But if you guys are interested in that, let me know because I happily will. I don't mind learning how to do all that over on YouTube if you guys would prefer to see me stream on there. So I'm not sure if I have any other things that I don't think I'm missing anything. Oh, I beat Chapter 4 of Deltarune. I forgot about that. Yeah, I mentioned before that I was finishing that up and I was working on Deltarune Chapter 4. Yeah, I finished it last night actually before I went to bed. It has taken over Undertale in my games like tier list and stuff. It absolutely has. I mean, Deltarune is just a phenomenal game. Soundtrack, characters, bosses, the chapters are all just absolutely incredibly made, and I love that shit with every fiber of my being. Chapter 4 is my favorite chapter. My current rankings as of today are 4, 2, 3, 1 in that order. So pretty cool. But yeah, that is my current ranking of all of the Deltarune chapters and stuff, and that game is just so good, man. It's incredible. Like I said, I've tried making this video 3 times, so hopefully this one comes out okay. I'm using OBS again. Evidently, so if the quality is bad or if there's any issues with frame rate or whatever it may be, like desync, let me know. I'm gonna try to use OBS a bit more and hopefully get more comfortable using it, and if I'm gonna be streaming, I'm gonna have to get comfortable with it very quickly. So if you guys did like this video though, make sure you guys do drop a like down below, and if you want to see some more of this type of content, I upload pretty much every single day, so drop a sub. With that being said, like I said, artists, if you guys want to drop your links down there in the comments, I will see and sort through all of the artists, and I'll pick the artist that I think would be able to do some justice for me, and hopefully we can make something happen. So with that being said, though, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see all of you later.